Let's go into La Ripadoro. Beautiful restaurant here in Rivalto. I love the entrance into this place. We're the first ones, I'm shocked. Normally there are always people here before us. La Ripadoro. And look at the incredible views. It's just such a gorgeous, gorgeous spot, isn't it? So beautiful. Rolling hills of Tuscany, they don't get better than that.
So to answer your question,
Is delicious.
what am I going to have? So they haven't got the pork. They haven't got the pork. They have steps to that large building opposite. So because it's only a narrow entrance, we walked to this lady there called Dora, and she was the one that actually then started chatting to this.
Amore, what did you get? That looks incredible.
This is a risotto.
Sima, that's no normal risotto. What's the colouring?
Well, I suspect that it's...
I've got some here for you.
I thought she said strawberry. I thought that's what Phil said. Was it something with berries in it?
It's fraggole.
Fragola, no strawberry. Oh, so it is strawberry. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm going to have to try that. I'm sorry. And then I've got this beautiful special that they put on the menu of fried lamb with, I can't remember what it was with.
It was like the mushrooms.
Oh, that's right. These special mushrooms that she couldn't remember the name of them. That's right. And then the cream underneath was hazelnut cream, I think she said. Oh, it looks wonderful. Michelin star stuff, this, honestly. Bon appetito.
Promise me you'll come with me when I go. Stay with me.
We had a minor tragedy at home. Our darling cypress tree decided to give up the ghost.
No, we're not
As you
sure
can
why.
see. No, we are not sure why at all. We've had a few theories thrown at us. It was very well looked after, and we've kept up the water, but not overwatered. We've done all the things we were meant to do. But our neighbour says that maybe putting in those anti-mozzie plants, which are absolutely sensational, those plants that are around it and look gorgeous, that maybe it didn't like what they were putting into the soil, which is a possibility. Some plants aren't very compatible one with the other. But the little darling, when we just pulled it out, it really hadn't sort of like, it looked fine for a long time, and then all of a sudden it just literally carked it, so to speak, like from one night to the next, and then just started turning brown. I cut off a branch, and the branch was dead as a doornail inside, and that was it. So we've bought something to replace it in the meantime, but I'm not going to say what. I'm just going to show it to you when it gets here, perhaps tomorrow or the next day, just to fill that gap. And next year we'll look into whether that changes or whether we try something else. Let's see. Oh, David's just been bitten by a mosquito. There's plenty in this weather. But in the meantime, everything else, as you can see, has gone crazy. The hydrangea sort of lost all its flowers and its leaves, and then has gone all perky again, which is wonderful. This is insane. The basil's been insane. The jasmine is full of lovely new leaves everywhere, loads of long shoots, and the long shoots are just going off, absolutely off at the moment. The minute the temperature slightly went down and we had a lot of rain in the last few days, it just seemed to go berserk. It hasn't had loads of flowers, so I'm not sure if anyone can tell me why jasmines, some of them are full of flowers. We had flowers at the beginning of the season.
Every 6 months, so it flowers.
No, but they usually, some of them stay in flower like constantly for ages. So I'm not sure why we only had a tiny flowering at the very beginning. It was like late spring, early summer. Maybe different jasmines do different things. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's way up over. Those longest ones are nearly to the top of the arch. Yeah. So, and that's the whole plan, is to have this lovely sweep of jasmine going around. And then we'll just get rid of those other ones that are hanging down. We've just got those in the meantime to give a bit of green. So that's the plan. The little plants in that pot have just all of a sudden started to take off as well, which is great because we kind of wondered what was happening to those. And everything else is doing really well. The orange trees, which did lose their oranges because it's the first year in a pot, but this one's just going nuts, getting really tall. I must look into whether you trim them or not, I'm not sure. This one's remains smaller, but this one was the one that they gave to us that was really struggling, and it's doing beautifully. It looks lush. It's got some beautiful new shoots, and it's really, really lush and happy. So next year it'll probably flourish, I'd say. My friend that gave them to us, or that we bought them from, said that she had never planted them. She got them in the little tiny sort of takeaway basins that you get them in, just the little tiny plastic pots, and hadn't planted them out. So they kind of were probably a little bit stressed. Then we put them in these beautiful big pots with wonderful soil that we bought especially at a great big plant place, and also bought the citrus food, which I've given them regularly, and they do seem extremely happy, which I'm really pleased about. So I think they will flourish. It might just take a year or two, and that's fine. We're happy to wait. Everything else is doing well. So our little courtyard garden is doing very well in general. A couple of losses. These things happen. Plants are just like human beings. Some of them thrive and others don't. We're just all living creatures, aren't we? And some of us are stronger than others. The olive tree is going crazy up on the balcony. Crazy, crazy. But I'm going to give it a good trim back this year before I leave to bring it back down, to thicken it up a little so it becomes a little bit more of a thicker bush rather than just growing up in height, because it reaches towards the sky constantly, and I want it to sort of bush up a little. There we go. So that's it out the front, and we're just lucky that it's not raining. It's humid, but it's a really pleasant afternoon. We're so, so glad of the loss in temperature, aren't we, David? Phew. We were a little bit over those really high 30s and 40s.
When I previously visited Italy, it's always been in September, and it's just
pleasant,
perfect.
Beautiful.
Mid-20s, but sunny. Just perfect.
You've got to love the autumn weather in Italy. It's insanely beautiful. Anyways, another job done. So little bye-bye to our darling little cypress. Arrivederci. And something new will turn up, and I'll show you, of course, as soon as it does. Oh, and this afternoon I was talking to Mum for about an hour and a half on the phone in Sydney, and I forgot to show you. Well, I had this sitting on my lap while I was on the phone to her, our little blackboard, and for over 2 years now, 2.5 years almost, it's had the little drawing I did for our wedding day. I don't know if you all recall. You might have to go back and watch the videos from when we got married 2 years ago. But I decided to change it. It was all worn out, and I've done a sweet little design, Viva Sogni, which all of you that watch our program constantly know that's the name of our home. And I thought, I think that looks sweet up there next to my collection of hats, baskets and bags as you walk in. Anyway, that will do fine for now. And I did have 2 beautiful little Florentine plates, but unfortunately when David do you remember those great big long packing boxes we had here when we did the wardrobe last week? As he was bending them and carrying on down here in the kitchen, one of them flipped up, unfortunately, and flicked my beautiful plate off the wall and broke it. It was very sad. My mum gave me those. Sorry, Mum. David says sorry. Anyway. Seeing I had a hook there, I thought, well, I'll just pop that up there and hide that little hole. And I think it looks really, really sweet. Probably not as gorgeous as the plates did, but it's different and it's just fine. Oh, that breeze coming through the door is absolutely wonderful. Yes, please. David's up the ladder Say hello, David.
Up the ladder. Exactly.
Everyone wants to hear you talk more, darling, so you need to speak more. I need to talk less and you need to talk more. Not with your hands, with your mouth. Oh dear. Anyway.
We are drilling holes to put the lights up.
Well, not the actual, yes, but on these little pulley systems. So it's a little wheel. So David's currently making holes in the ceiling so that goes up like that. The little pulley wheel goes through it, and obviously the cord is going to sit inside that on top of the little pulley wheel. So it's a nice little old fashioned looking, industrial looking thing, really sweet. But what it does, it's going to put the cord and the light obviously in a better position. And we've been talking about this for ages, and we've had quite a few people tell us that the lights are in the wrong place. And yes, we know that was done when the electrician put the lights up, but he refused to move them. So we had to find a way of doing it ourselves.
The thing is, he needed to fix them to a beam, which the beam was in the wrong position. So
yeah. But when we said, can we go halfway or put another beam or something, he didn't want to be involved. So that's fine. He was very nice apart from that, but that was the one thing he refused to help us with. So we found, as usual, an alternative. I looked on the internet trying to find all sorts of things and found these little darlings, which we think are going to look fine. We've measured it as precisely as we possibly can. Really awkward thing to do. Seems crazy, but really awkward thing to do when you're up a ladder trying to hold the weight, because David had to hold the weight of the light over the pulley while it wasn't put together up in the position. So
and then try and mark the holes.
And mark the holes. So we've tried to do it as best we can, have we not, David?
3 hands.
You don't have 3 hands,
Which
and
is what I needed.
well, and my third hand was down here on the floor because I can't follow you up the ladder and reach the ceiling, can I?
No.
So it's one of those awkward things where you almost need 2 men or 2 people on a ladder next to each other side by side to get this done. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, that would be one way of doing it.
Be handy, wouldn't it?
Very handy.
But you're going to manage, aren't you, darling?
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Let's see how we go. I'm sure he's going to manage. And we are almost there.
What are we doing? Let's have a look.
How's it going, darling? Something wrong?
There might be something wrong.
Oh, what's wrong?
Just the screws aren't tight enough.
The bolt?
No, this.
Oh, they're not tight enough.
Yeah, it might be just a slightly bigger screw.
David's just gone upstairs. The screws that come with the little, I don't know what they're called, but everyone out there who's a handy person knows, the plastic parts that you put them into there. He feels like they're actually too fine. So he has attached them to the ceiling and it's sitting there, but he's not feeling happy about it because he said they feel too fine and he's worried that they might give the ghost and slip out. So he's gone upstairs to our handyman box. We've got a very large box with lots of different screws and things in it. Let's hope he finds something a more appropriate size so we can get this sorted. Number 2. Excellent, darling. Oh, we're almost there. Here's the finished item on the other side. So as you can see, it's really sweet. Little pulley that just repositions the light. And then it's hanging, like I said, it would just above the line of the bed head, which I think is fine. Don't you think so, darling?
Perfect.
Perfect? Yep. Excellent. Oops, here he comes. Here he comes. All done, darling?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, drop something. Oh, gosh. That's a pain when you're up a ladder and you drop something. Oh, well, whoopsie. Watch your head. Oh, dear. That's okay. Let's have a look. I just want to try something else as well. And while David is finishing off the last pulley, I was just playing with a couple of cushions. As you can see, on the left, there's a paler colour. That's actually off our bed upstairs, a square continental pillow. And on the right, the same square continental pillow, but it's a 60 centimetre, and the one on the left is a 50. And I was trying to judge because I'd like to buy a couple of large continental pillows to put behind the other pillows that are here, so that you can sit up in bed and have more of a backing. Until I get the proper bed head sort of cushion that I'm looking for. I found it online, but it takes more than a month to get to us, and now that we're getting towards the end of our stay, I'm a bit worried about ordering it, because if it came late, it means it might come after we leave, and I wouldn't like to risk that. I'd rather just wait until next year. So in the meantime, though, I can get the continental pillows, and I can judge straight away that the 60 is actually going to be better, the one that sticks up a bit more. It's definitely, it looks really big upstairs in our lounge, but down here it doesn't look too big at all. There, so each side will have 3 pillows. Now this pillow has just arrived today, so it doesn't have a pillowcase, but it's a really cushiony, soft, what they call hotel quality pillow. Slightly smaller than the one behind, which is a memory foam, and then we've got the one behind that, which is the 60 centimetre pillow that is full of feathers. It's a feather pillow. So you've got 3 different kinds of quality pillows, like different softnesses, different firm. I know that everyone likes to have a different kind of pillow when they sleep, so I thought that gives people a nice choice. And also with the higher cushion at the back, if you're sitting up reading. What do you think, darling? See the 60 centimetre? It works well, doesn't it? Yeah. Mm. Do you think that's the one?
Yes, that would be too small. Yeah.
Too small? Yeah. See, it's not until you put them in place, though. Luckily, we had one of each to try, because the 60s I thought would be too big.
Sitting up in bed.
You want, you want the tall one. Yeah. Yeah. We'll eventually have something else, like I was showing you before online, but we just can't get that straight away. So I think that's going to be really good in the meantime. Actually, that deep green, the sage green that we've got on our couch, that looks quite lovely up against the oatmeal background, or the linen colour background, and then the other beige colours in front, don't you think? It's quite a nice touch of colour.
I like the sage green.
I like the sage green and beiges and things together.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy to put those ones down here and have something different on our couch if you prefer. Because they're proper pillows, those ones.
Let's go for fluoro pink on the couch.
Of course, darling, your favourite colour. Mm. We all know how much you just love fluoro pink.
Wear fluoro pink.
Oh, well, I've seen you in it constantly, haven't I?
That's right, especially my budgie smoked.
No, please don't talk about it. Now, how come that one's longer?
Eh?
That's a bit confusing. That one's longer.
Oh.
They have to sit at the same height. Why is it that they came and they were too... Oh, because now how are we going to do that without that one having the wiggle in it? One's going to have a wiggle and one's not.
A wiggle?
Yeah, because...
They're going to be straight.
How can it be straight, sweetheart?
Hey, because I've just got to adjust these metal things now.
While David just does the last little tiny bits of adjustment, I thought I'd just show you the difference now. So now they're both hanging pretty much equidistant. It's funny, it's an optical illusion. They don't always look the same, but it's because they're not the same. Each light fixture is absolutely different to the next. One's sort of more elongated, one's fatter because it's a very organic shape. So they never look quite even no matter what you do, but I think they look absolutely fine. And I'm really quite liking them up higher now, and against the stone part of the wall rather than half and half. I think it looks really pretty. So it now gives that whole line there more of a bedhead look, which was what I wanted. I've put the 60 centimetre pillows there. with the normal pillows, and then there'll be the other two. Once I get the other hotel quality one, that will be in probably a paler, more this colour pillowcase, sorry, with the little pillow. So there's going to be plenty of soft pillows to get cozy with and put up behind you if you're sitting up in bed. As you can see, the lights are now nice and in this right position above the little bedside tables. Like I've shown you before, you've got your light switches, electrical points, and also USB and UBC. Is it UBC, Dunning? Or USC? USC. Sorry, USC. Get all the letters mixed up. So really handy having all of that next to the bed. And you've got your remote control there for aircon next to the bed in case you need to switch that on, which is just there. So all good, coming together really, really well. Every single day, literally, and something new arrives and just puts us one little step further ahead towards having everything finished off and complete. And then we can stop fiddling, David. And we can get on with something else in our lives.
It's never going to stop.
No, it's never going to stop. No, we always fiddle. One of my neighbours just walked by, so I stopped to have a little chat. Yes, so as I was saying, wrong time of the year right now to try and replant anything because things don't like to be planted at this time of the year. So therefore I thought, well, I'm just going to think about it and not rush into it until next spring now. But because our olive tree on our balcony does so well, doesn't look half as brilliant as this one, but it does well, I thought probably an olive tree might be a better choice then, rather than trying for the cypress, which was my dream, but you know, you can only do what you can do. And this olive tree in the meantime was a really great price, another Temu purchase. And really high quality. It's hard to tell that it's not real. Even the trunk and the branches are so well made. Honestly, I know it's not, but if you would just walk by my house now, you would not understand that that was not a real tree, in all honesty. It's fabulous. And it says that it has really, really high UV protection. Is made for outdoors, for balconies, whatever. So this is a nice protected area here. And look, even if it lasted just for a couple of years or until we're ready to decide what we do or whatever, it might just be something that stays permanently and I go, gosh, this is great. Don't have to worry about it dying. I couldn't get a cypress tree that was tall enough that was artificial. It would have looked a bit dinky. They only had small ones. But this was the tallest tree I could find like this, or that was affordable. They had some large ones, which were thousands of euros, not exactly in our budget. So this one cost, I think, 53 euros with free shipping, which is a great price for a high quality 2 metre tall tree. And I want to let all of our beautiful Buy Me a Coffee patrons and friends that often buy us coffees or that subscribe, have become members, that this is money that's been put aside from when you send us money. We don't go out and buy coffees with it. The lovely Rose the other day sent us money. Thank you, Rose. Big kisses. To buy ourselves an Aperol Spritz because we'd been working so hard. So that's really sweet of you. But in general, I do put it to one side and I buy something for the house, which means every time I walk around the house, I go, oh, that's there because of those beautiful souls out there that think to help us. We appreciate you so much. You have no idea. Our budget this year has been tight as, honestly. I have to watch every cent I spend now. So I probably wouldn't have bought anything for the pot, but then I remembered I had my Buy Me a Coffee money. Just move back a little bit here, show you top to bottom. And isn't Viva Sonia and V Soto, aren't they looking pretty? We are just so proud and happy of what we've achieved this year. And little things like the beautiful tree, not so little things actually, and lots of other things. As you all know, that beautiful marble sink inside the bathroom downstairs, that was from money saved up from Buy Me a Coffee that allowed us to purchase that beautiful sink. I bought it when it was on sale, of course, but nevertheless, so when we are inside the house, upstairs or down, there are beautiful things inside the home that remind me of every single one of you. And even though maybe I don't talk about it enough, honestly, you're beautiful souls. And it makes me quite emotional to know that there are people that don't know me. Some of you do, but most of you don't. And that you support us in this way, because sometimes you feel like throwing in the towel with YouTube, but at the end of the day, I just love being here and making films for you all. So thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart and David's heart. And here's a beautiful olive tree. I'll think of a name for it that means something to me. I name things. I'm one of those people that names things. And it will be for all of my beautiful Buy Me a Coffee friends. Grazie. Big kisses. Well, for those of you that have been shopping with me before, we're at Magazzini Mangini, and look, it says sconto 60%, sconto 70%. We've come for the sales because we need a couple of things for downstairs, and I thought I would try and shop locally, but I just fell across, I don't need any of these things, but for those of you out there that love doggies like we do, look at these cups. But it was also the little plates. That one says Dosi quotidiana di felicità, your daily quota of happiness. And oh, that one I love. That platter says tutto buonissimo. Everything is absolutely delicious. What else have we got here? Una tira l'altro, or one draws the other. L'ingrediente segreto è l'amore. The secret ingredient is love. And ora bis, that means and one more time. Si mangia in compagnia, you eat in company. Really, really sweet set there. They've got so many lovely things here all the time. Oh dear, I'm going to succumb again, and I don't have much of a budget to spend, so we really do need just to stick to what we really need. But oh, look at these darling little things for aperitivi or sauces. $1.52 they are on special. They're very pretty actually, aren't they? The black and white. Oh, and they have ones that are black and white on the outside but brown and white on the inside. They're pretty too. Oh, Marisa, close your eyes. Stop looking at all the pretty stuff. Now, where's David? I think he's gone to look for the stuff we actually really do need. Let me go over here. Let me stop looking. I'm going to close my eyes. We actually do need a couple more cushions. I've been looking for proper cushions for downstairs because I put the ones that had been on the outdoor furniture, and they often have really pretty cushion covers here, and they're all on sale. So I'm going to look around as well if I can find a couple of cushions. If I don't, it's fine. We can manage without for now. But it's always, they're quite sweet. But I don't really want anything that looks tropical. It's not really Tuscany, is it? I quite liked these ones for upstairs, but we don't have blue in our decor, if you like. I was going to go over here and have a look because I noticed they had some cushions that we might need, or pillows.
Oh, there she is. We're doing a little bit of shopping.
Buonasera everyone.
Well, we came home from shopping and you probably just saw my fast forward, what do you call it, time lapse, sorry, film of putting a few things together downstairs. I've just popped some things in the wash because obviously I was just trialing them and then I wash things before I put them out. But I'll turn around and show you what I've done. I'm not 100% content yet, but I'm really, really fussy about things when I'm putting new things together. You may have already worked that out. I just have my vision, and I like my vision to be really what I envisaged for something. And at the moment I'm just struggling with getting some of the bedding and things that I'd like for the room. But look, it's perfect, it's beautiful, it's comfortable, and in the future for next year I can look into getting the things that I wanted exactly. And in the meantime, these are just fine, and if they're colours that I don't particularly want to use here at times, they can be used in our bedroom upstairs. It's not a problem. So I only bought a couple of things just to try things out. And one sheet was a disaster because it had the size of the bed that we have, but when we opened it up it was tiny, so we'll be returning that one. That was something odd there. But I got some lovely new large towels because I realized the towels I bought last time were really only kind of medium size, and I love when you get out of a shower or bath and have a nice big towel you can wrap around yourself. So we got a couple of lovely new towels at that sale that I've just taken you to. So great prices today. We spent a little bit of money, but everything was highly reduced. So we got better quality for a lot less, which is always great. That's what I always try and do. So I'll spin around and show you what I've done. So first of all, because the bed doesn't have a bed head, those large pillows that you can see that are kind of hidden because I don't want too much dark brown, and unfortunately they had a beautiful beige that they'd run out of, and we just really wanted to get something. I can always make other covers for these, but they're special ones that have ties that go over a pole. They do that a lot in Italy. So eventually we'll probably get a really lovely cast iron or done in black like their pole that goes above the bed, and they will hang from it and you can just take them off, clean them, etc. But these are a really lovely plush, and they're very soft and comfortable, and they're a beautiful quality velvet. And they were quite expensive, but we got them at a reduced price of 30, I think it was 34 euros, and they've got lovely buttons in them. I'm here hiding them obviously, and they've got the ties on them, but they are like the back of the bed, so to speak, so that you can sit up. And they replace us buying the European pillows, which we were going to try and get, but they were really hard to get and get nice covers for. And when we saw these, it was just perfect. So we got some more pillowcases, which the quality I love of the underneath one, they're the new ones. They feel beautiful. They're a gorgeous cotton, because these top ones, I don't like the feel of the cotton. I was going to get linen because we use linen upstairs, pure linen, but a lot of people find linen scratchy. So I thought, no, in hotels, they normally stick to nice Egyptian cottons and things. So I'm just trying to stay so nobody that comes and stays will have anything to sort of complain about, if you like, that, oh, this was itchy or this was that. So therefore, I'm just trying to find a nice quality cotton in nice colours I like, and I don't like the combination of the two colours there. They don't work together for me. I want to stay more in lighter tones, but again, they'd run out of the sale of the colours I wanted, so we just got a couple because they were so inexpensive. I mean, I paid €4.95 for the two pillowcases, and they're a really lovely quality. So apart from the colour not being perfect, in my opinion, for here, it's just too good to not bring them home and have something useful to be able to turn over and use. So for our family and friends and everything, you know, it's lovely all the same. So that's the kind of finished look for now. And I've showed you that David fixed the lights, so that's all great. The new lovely towels are in the wash at the moment, the sheets in the wash. And we still have to sort out this corner, but for now, we're just to hide the little drain until the bath comes, which hopefully now I was going to order it next week to come in the next 2 weeks and have it fitted. we've just not had the funds. We've been running out of funds. So the bath had to wait, including obviously the taps. But I've looked at the bath now and it's on sale, and so are the taps, which is great. So I'll be able to get that at a reduced price as well, and have the plumber come and fit that in the next 2 or 3 weeks probably. And in the meantime, I'm just going to bring down an armchair from upstairs and just pop that there so no one trips on that. But it's a handy corner for suitcases and things anyway. So we're pretty much sorted almost here with kitchen items and things now. There'll be things that I come across that I totally forget because it's not until you start doing something you think, oh gosh, we need one of those. But we're pretty much there, I think. So doing really well. I'm going to go upstairs and have a long cold drink now. I'm really hot and bothered now after running around shopping all afternoon. I'm very thirsty. David's upstairs making me a nice cool drink. So let's turn off these lights and get upstairs. And it's nearly 1 o'clock, to be honest with you. So I'll have a nice long glass of mineral water and then probably a nice little glass of rosé. Sounds like a nice way to finish off the evening. We'll see you after. Doesn't our back of our house look magnificent in the sunshine?
We got a love that's worth the wait. Darling, you've been on my mind.
Yet another concert in Chiani to finish off the summer season, and tonight it is The Voice Kids. It should be fun. Honestly, they're incredible, these young Italian kids. The Voice Kids all over the world is awesome. So hopefully lots of people turn up. We've just sat down now towards the front and I'm sure it'll fill up very, very soon. You ready for the kids, David?
Yeah, looking forward to the young talent.
It's
great.
It is. It is. I was a kid singer myself and used to go to a lot of talent competitions. Did I ever tell you that?
You have mentioned it, yes.
Have I? I couldn't remember if I had or not. Yeah. I used to go in talent competitions to sing and dance and do things. So I always really loved not promoting, but I say I love supporting young children when they have the courage to do things like this. So, and these kids have been on The Voice here in Italy, so they're pretty talented. So it should be fun. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, it should be great. It should be great. Basically, it's all these free concerts.
It's awesome.
The Pro Locker here in Chiani put on.
Absolutely awesome.
So you just come along and they have a little donation box, so you just pop in a few euros, but it's awesome.
And it's fantastic. As David said, we are so blessed. I mean, apart from the opera that we paid for, everything else is just donation only.
Yeah, there's a few concerts.
And they are some really powerful concerts that are just amazing. Yeah, really fantastic. Anyway, let's turn around and see what these kids come up with.
Rosa, che magnifica serata, sembra quasi preparata da una banda dedicata. 1000 luci, 1000 voci, 1000 cuori strafelici, sono tutti in allegria, oh che felicità. And there he was, this young boy, stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words.
So this tile is, we're not putting a plain white tile there just for fun. I know it seems like a weird thing to do, but it's because we finally got around to buying a tile to place this tile. So David is adhering the main tile to the wall because this would not, the little black one would not adhere to, obviously, to a concrete wall, a rendered wall. So he's doing that first. So he's not just standing there to look beautiful, although he does a good job of doing that, of course. Don't you, darling? And how long are you going to have to stand there like that, holding that, do you think?
Well, maybe a day or two.
Oh, okay, so I'll bring you down a few snacks and a drink later on, and
Exactly.
you know, what would you like for dinner?
Chair, maybe.
Something you could, well, I could have got a chair for you earlier on. What would you like for dinner? Will I bring...
I think it's like
has to be
24 hours for it to set.
This could be... Oh, no, I'm not standing here 24 hours, and I don't think the ladies and gentlemen actually do really want to watch paint dry, so to speak, or glue dry in this case. Time lapse of you sitting here falling asleep on a chair, falling on the ground, snoring, all that during the night.
Those things where they say,
sounds like fun.
sometime later.
Sometime later. You crack me up.
Sometime later.
Well, the moment of truth has arrived, my darling. Are you ready to stick?
Beautiful.
Now, you know how I'm Mrs. Precision. Are you Mr. Precision?
Of course.
Because you only get one. No, you only get one chance at this. Okay.
My head's going to
So, total concentration. Total concentration. You can do this, David. You can do this. You're my hero. You can do this. No wipeouts showing. I'll be all good. I'll be in place. It's looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Total concentration. And I think we have liftoff. Well, not lift off. We don't want it to lift off. I think we have stick on.
We have stick on.
Yay! I've been wanting to do this for so long. It's funny how the little things make all the difference, but you forget that they're there to do. Well done, my darling. Is it feeling nice and solid?
Yep.
Sticking process is working well?
Yep.
Beautiful. Okay, let's get you stepping back when you're ready so we can have a look. Yay! Ta-da! Oh, darling, it looks lovely. Just a little touch. And my black and gold, which has been a constant little theme.
Yeah.
Well, funnily enough, I ordered this and bought it in Australia. I don't know if you all remember. I think I showed you way back.
Of white there when you
Oh, a little piece of paper? Oh, that can come out with tweezers. That's fine. We can do that. But I must have already known in advance that I was going to have a little bit of a black and gold theme inside. Not heavily, but as you know, some of our fixtures are black or gold or a brush gold. But that just looks just delicate, sweet, has the name, which I really wanted to have the name. And I love the little sort of leaf pattern on it. But as you come back, which is sweet, I mean, I've turned the evening light on, but even in the sunlight, as you can see it's reflecting whatever is outside. So it's just reflecting the light and the sun, which is really, really lovely. Just enough so if people are walking by, rather than just seeing the H, they actually see the name as well. I'm really, really happy with that. Do you like that, darling?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
And I was going to mention...
It's that little bit of reflection.
It is. I love the reflection. Yeah. David and I were just looking because we've had a couple of really lovely big storms in the last couple of days at night. It rained really heavily and the plants just go nuts. Even though I water them, after a big big downpour, they seem to just go nuts. And also because now we're getting that beautiful autumn chill, the beginning of an autumn chill in the evening. So the jasmine has just decided to absolutely go crazy. Way up there, all of the branches have got new shoots and lovely fresh leaves. And let me just pop in here, darling, and show everyone around here. This one, which had just started to go in that direction, has now reached the pole. It was, and literally,
we curled it up.
So it's like in 2 days, it's literally gone all the way across to the pole. And we do want it to wrap itself, I'm going to get eaten by Mozzie, that we do want it to wrap itself around that pole and start to cover that pole. So that would be just fantastic. So there we go. Everything's looking lush. We did lose some basil leaves. I noticed that storm last night just ripped them off the plant. Gosh, it was a bit wild out there. We could hear the wind. But there we go. So yet another little touch. Still little touches happening. And all the plants. That olive tree up there is going nuts, David. That'll need a cut back this year. Before we leave, we'll be trimming that one down back into shape again to thicken it up.
Yes.
Rather than letting it go all long and spindly. But all the other plants are really happy. This little one here also has just these little ones that hang over the edge. They weren't doing much during the summer, and they've literally just started to go vroom. They've grown like 10 centimetres in a day or two as well, which is fantastic. So these little ones don't like the water as much. They're ones that like less water, so they're not quite as happy, but that's okay. They just come back again. They're pretty sturdy. Thank you so much for watching. And today, before I leave, I'd love to give a great shout out to the lovely Teresa for the super chat, Peter, Johnny, Rose, Nellie and Martha for their lovely donations on Buy Me a Coffee, and all of our wonderful Kiani Heart members on Buy Me a Coffee. We love you. Thank you so much, and see you all next week on Tales from Tuscany. Ciao!